the Shpageeza Cricket League. And there it is, coming to you live from Kabul International Cricket Stadium here. Overcast conditions. We had a little bit of rain just before. And let's set this game up here between the S.5Amo Sharks and the Knights here. Kabul on top, of course. Spengard Tigers on top with 4. So the Dragons missed out in the last match. They're on 2. The Knights, of course, and if they win here, they'll go up to join the top 2. And of course here, the more importantly, S.5Amo Sharks, they need to get a win here. And if they don't get a win, it might be sayonara for them. So there's the teams there. The overseas players there for the S.5Amo Sharks is Abdul Razak and of course Richard Garava. And of course for the Knights, Sabanda, Ryan Burl, Sikandar Razabat there. That's just going to be a really good 2 teams matching up here together and look towards to be. And look at that strike rate. That's great to see 2 opening batsmen with strike rates over 120. So question is here, I know you're a fast bowler, Ed, in your past life. Do you start off with quicks or do you use a lot more spin in the first 6 overs?
And to answer that question, deep down, I wish I was an opening left-handed batter that would hit lots of hundreds and lots of 50s. But alas, no, was not granted that gift.
The umpires now are getting this game up and ready here. So it's a big game. Just a reminder, S.5Amo Sharks won the toss, electing to bat. And of course, if they don't win this game, it could be a good night from them. They need to win this game and they're finished. So it's amazing their fast bowlers like to do a practice run up. Now, Naveen coming on, don't they put markers out there and do all their warm-ups there, put the rope out?
It's rained a little bit, just have a little feel for the moisture out there and just to have a little run through, acclimatize. It's more for show, really. 18 matches, 19 wickets.
Oh, there we go. Just like it happened yesterday. Oh, it's plugged. You're right. We've had a bit of rain here. That just stopped like a nice 9-iron.
Looking to get on with it.
He must have hit it with undercut for it to be spinning like that when it hit the ground. It almost spun back like a golf ball on a green. Worked on the leg side here. It's a bit hazy here in Kabul with it. We've had a little bit of rain. We've got a bit of breeze around as well. Very dusty. And with economy rate just under 8 as well. Gets the ball to snake in, sniff into the right-hander.
He's also got a very uneasy action and sort of.
And this boy here is the under-19 captain of Afghanistan, doing his stuff, and he gets dealt it. Now, you're not bowling to an under-19 boy here. How well did he deal with that?
Dismissive. Smack. Trying to test the middle of the pitch. Wow, in front of square on the onside. No one's moved.
So that's a perfect start here. Oh, that might be 6. What a shot that is.
Shpageeza. For the first part of their innings here, the Sharks getting it going. 13 off the first over up to this point. Short outside the line of off stump and a pick me up over third man.
See a lot of it happening today. Beautiful delivery by the youngster to come back. End of the over, 1 over gone, 13 with that loss. Look at those numbers. Could be a bit better than that, to be honest. He's a bit better bowler than that, going just under 10. Oh, a little bit of bounce with the new ball.
Yeah, they've opted for that in this particular part of the innings. Yesterday, I think too predictable to Cameron Delport, who dealt. Probably learnt a lesson or 2 yesterday. Went for 201 in their bowling effort.
Oh, got him! Oh, he just kept a bit low, skidded through. Tatakai just got his furniture removed.
Gone. Massive inside edge, looking for the pull. It doesn't get up, but it's about the length as well. He thinks he can hit this. Doesn't quite come on. Gets the bottom edge.
And he is a wicketkeeper, of course, but if you're going to bat the top three, you need to have better numbers than that. You need to have strike rates over 120. Gets a chance today. Dalat just, again, not realising, do you take off with the left foot or do you take off with the right foot? Let's see if he's got a bit of a stutter. Or is he going to bowl it? Is he going to bowl it? Oh, he is, off the short run. Oh, direct hit. Oh, would have been dead.
Gone for all money. The skates wouldn't even have saved him there. Even a dive. It's going to be very difficult from backward point because you're only going to see probably one stump. Quick release. Oh, gone.
Yeah, he would have been. Upsetting day too, I must say, for Zazai, because that's just ripped his pads apart and they cost probably around 130 US. So, oh, look at the flag on the cheek there. Oh, love it. I'm waiting for you to come up one with Zimbabwe ones on your cheek. Might get a kiss on it as well one day. Oh, now what's happened there? They're appealing for LBW. I thought the height's the major problem, but it skidded through, didn't it? Pulls it away. There's someone there, though, Ed. Oh, he's got a wicket. Oh, the short runs worked.
I tell you what, when a plan comes together, it does. Everybody's going to give him high fives for this, but 3 balls before this couldn't get the run up going or peeling. Oh, the Sharks, my goodness. Can't swim out of any trouble, can they?
Well, we've only got one more ball, but I want to be able to talk to us about the history of Afghanistan cricket and the importance it is to the wonderful people here in this great country. Nice bouncer there, finished it off beautifully. So that's the end of the over. And of course, as we say to you here, it's 18 for 2. So talk to us how important, Mushtaq, cricket is to this country here.
Well, cricket has been one of the galvanizing forces for the Afghan nation. It brings everybody together. Whenever Afghanistan is playing, particularly at international level, you see the whole nation forgetting everything that they have and concentrating and focusing on cricket only. So it means a lot to the nation, and I think this is the only galvanizing force for the whole nation to come together and support one single cause. Indeed, cricket is an important asset for this country.
The kiddies are starting to love it, particularly the kids. They love the T20 stuff. Naveen comes back on here to bowl his second over here. What was it? Was it the 2015 World Cup? Was that the real big moving factor to move Afghanistan cricket now to get in front? Or was there a special moment when beating someone? So just go answer that after this ball here. Outside, I thought he nicked that. It didn't. It doesn't go through. So again, is there a particular match that everyone gravitated to?
Playing at the international level, a World Cup, that was the moment that cricket clicked in this country.
No shot there. And again, a bit of pressure being applied as we get a bit of a squall coming in from the north.
My God, you will be amazed. We are so bothered with these kids breaking our glasses, the house glasses and school glasses every day. Principals calling you every now and then that your kids are creating troubles at school and in the streets and around the houses that we live at. They keep breaking our glasses, and then we are angry at them like any other Asian country. And then they come and put forth a very innocent face asking for their ball back.
No, it's absolutely fantastic, the kids, and they love the T20, and a product of all of cricket, but many other people say T20 or ODIs. There's no right or wrong answer there. So Naveen, just that ball skidding through a little bit, bowling beautifully here.
The small kids, they are no more bothered about the Pink Panthers, the cartoon world, or anything like that. moms, absolutely, with an addition that there is always prayers on their lips, praying for the nation, for the team.
Yeah, well, we'll talk more in a minute. We've got Mushtaq Rahim, the cricket analyst here, and we've got to go to a break. It's 18 for 2. Rashid Khan's up there, Muhammad Nabi, some of the greats that are playing in this competition here. You're starting to, good bouncer, good pace. Talk to us about what you think the future of Afghanistan. Well, you certainly got that, there's no doubt about it. A good piece of bowling, and they make a single quite easily. People forget about Shpageeza. I think he's a fantastic bowler. He'd do well in the BBL. It's amazing now that the importance of Rashid Khan now to maybe go on to be one of the great players in the world now, so important for the youth of Afghanistan.
Indeed, any conflict-stricken country, conflict-hit country is always in search of some role models. And I think likes of Rashid Khan, Hamid Hassan, Muhammad Shahzad, Dawla Zadran, who is bowling right now, these sort of characters really offer role models to the younger generation. And I think these guys are going to shape the future of this country.
Oh, it was yes, no, wait. It was almost a sorry, but the right call came through. The importance of this competition now.
Indeed, I mean, yesterday's incident, the whole nation was behind the Afghan cricket and Afghanistan Cricket Board. And you can see crowd coming in large numbers supporting the cricket. The social media is thriving with the positive comments about the cricket. It's definitely has become a value for the nation, and everybody is standing behind this game. Indeed, Afghan future is pretty bright.
Spot on. There's amazing talent in this country, it must be said. Oh, and we're just showing some talent here. He is bowling like lightning at the moment, Dalat. He's really enjoying himself. For a guy that was struggling to actually get to the crease particularly.
Government has full support for the game. You can see the amount of security that has been put forward and put in place for this competition. Number of senior officials coming to watch the games live is just because they want to really show to the cricketing community of Afghanistan that they are behind this.
20 for 2 after 4. Four overs gone now, 20 for 2 here. And of course we've got the S.5Amo Sharks are just struggling here, 20 for 2. And the crowd is just a little bit quiet here, just waiting for a blitzkrieg maybe. A big start from these two batsmen are just quite circumspect going about their work at the moment. Afsar on 2, Noor ul Haq on 1. We're fortunate enough to speak to Mushtaq Rahim, the cricket analyst and social activist here in this country. And we'll get to you in a minute here, Mushtaq, as we've got a field change here, deep mid-on and a deep mid-wicket there. It is really blustery out there. Front edge, in the air, it's gone over top of Muhammad Nabi. And Lux a fortune with his big bats. And it runs away. So let's quickly go. I'm just blown away. Just go back about the history of Afghan cricket. The last 15 years,
Do you know, this shows the nature of Afghan nation. Just let them have a few years of peace and you can see we will be thriving in every field. And cricket is the live example of this. Back 7 or 8 years, even you guys didn't know that we owned a cricket team. But now you are seeing us at international level and commentating and sitting in Kabul. This is like dream come true. In every other field, Afghans are very passionate people. We learned cricket when we were refugees with very limited living resources.
Well, that's like a double base hit there, straight down the ground. Just quickly, how many grounds are there in Afghanistan with, well, let's say how many cricket grounds are there and how many of them have turf pitches?
Pitches are coming together. Right now we have a team in a ground in Kabul, and we have one in Nangarhar province, that is eastern part of the country. In total we have 7 international standard stadiums, but other grounds are also coming together, and turf cricket is getting promoted.
Okay, so we appreciate your time. Thanks for dropping in, Mushtaq Rahim, and we wish you all the best in all your endeavours. So that will complete the over. 5 overs gone, it's 24 for 2. So this is really difficult conditions for the batting team. Work on the leg side, gets there easy. Good backing up as we welcome Alistair Campbell.
Very many thanks, Dean Jones. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, this is a must-win game for the Sharks. It's as simple as that. Well, the S.5Amo Sharks need to win this to stay in the tournament. Won the toss, elected to bat first. And, well, they're under pressure early here. They really are, the Knights. We're getting the ball in the right area, causing a few problems. And we're into the 6th over, last over of the power play. And only 25 on the board.
Nice shot down the ground. Looks like in good nick. Just needs a 4 somewhere to get his innings flowing for Afzal Zazai. No, or Huck, he can go. Just with this field, maybe the sweep shot might come into play. Well, but he bowls beautifully. He just knows where they're going, doesn't he? He really is a professional, this fella.
Yeah, it's like he's got it on the end of a piece of string. Lets it go so late. Judges where the batsman is going to move.
There's that sweep shot we're talking about, and it'll run away. The Sydney Harbour Bridge came out, and it'll run away for 4.
He won't be happy with that. Mohammad Nabi was the arm ball. They've got the opposition under the pump. You don't want to be giving away easy boundaries, and you called it, Dean. Arched himself over the top of that. Really should have made a better effort.
Gee, it's one of those rare games. You actually wear sunglasses here to stop the wind and the grits and the sand getting into your eyes. Quick single here, direct hit, makes it. End of the over, the power play's finished, it's 31 for 2. Very difficult to pick up. Must be difficult for the boundary riders. It's not worrying this fella here, he's bowled beautifully up to now.
I know Ed and I discussed at the toss. He asked me the question about the pitch, and I said it still looked a good one, but maybe.
Yeah, I think the pitch is a bit tired now, and they've got to get in. We've got 19 games, as you know, in this Alakazay, Kola, Shpageeza. Always busy. Oh, he's gone for the big one down the ground. Where the biggest, most noticed man, Mick Jagger, was walking around carrying a couple of beverages, and everybody was watching the cricket, and nobody looked at him at all. Pulls it away. There might be 2 there. It's gone very quick. It's with the breeze and it gets 4. Yeah, it's smart cricket. Heck with the breeze.
Just breaking the shackles somewhat. Little flick of the wrist. And, well, again, Nabi has led admirably thus far. The fielding just let them down somewhat.
Off the toe of the bat. Didn't quite get it. See, it's a problem with this pitch a little bit, that it's a little bit up and down. You can't quite trust her we call ships her, and I've called pitches her as well. We just can't quite trust her to do what you want it to do. So I don't think it's a 190, 180 pitch, what we'd normally be getting after lunch. So in that case, I think it's still 160, 165 around there. Square cut for one. That'll conclude the 7th over. I've got to go, Al. I'll give you Ed Ransford after the break. It's 38 for 2.
The S.5Amo Sharks. Zai on 11, Nurul Haq on 10. Shpageeza is the new man into the attack for the Knights. Had a really good first game, 3 for 9. And that enabled the Knights to beat the Dragons. And then got a bit of a pasting in the next game. Cameron Delport, well, who didn't come on the receiving end in that particular game yesterday. No, he's coming on a nice time to bowl. The opposition, 38 for 2. There's a little pause in the action. All bowlers just work on different variations that suit them, whether it be with the ball, how they grip the ball, whether it be in their actions. Oh, past the outside edge, just held it back a little bit. Did Shpageeza, not afraid to give it a bit of air. One ball away from completing the 8th over, and you've only got 40 on the board. Another dot ball. 8 overs bowled, 40 for 2. They started off brightly enough, 13 off the second over, but since then lost a couple of wickets and haven't been so fruitful, have those building blocks. Plenty of support today, big crowd in.
Down the ground as it bisected the two fielders. Looks like it's a good effort. We'll have a closer look at that and see if there's any contact with the boundary. Have a closer look at it. Oh, wow, not. Umpire's happy with it. This is a big shot in the air, and gone. He's tried it a few balls ago. Now he's found the man.
Yeah, you mentioned the word laboured. I think that aptly describes this innings by Nurul Haq. It wasn't a good one at all. Just failed to find his timing. We know how well he can strike a ball. That one trying to get it up and over mid-off, spliced it straight to the man. He's got to go for 11, 21 balls he faced, 41 for 3 now. Right, Abdul Razak. We know how far he can hit a cricket ball, one of the legends of Pakistan cricket, one of the great all-rounders in his time. And he comes in when his team need a few boundaries. They need him to clear the ropes a few times.
At the beginning of the tournament, we spoke about maybe teams trying to gel, get used to each other, and maybe have a feel for... Now. That has not bounced at all. Change of pace. That's probably an indication of why we're saying up here that maybe this pitch is a little on the tired side, has been played on before, and maybe doesn't have the bounty in it that it has done in the afternoon for the batting sides. Maybe the sides just have to readjust what their targets will be. That's everything in the kitchen. Really good stuff by Ibrahim Zadran. He's only just medium pace, but he's a very deceptive bowler, very tricky customer, always mixing it up. Decent over, wicket in it as well. 9 overs bowled, 43 for 3.
Amo Sharks innings at this stage. Ah, that's down the leg side. That's not a great delivery at all. The keeper is left in the dark. He tried to get around and make the save, but you really have to say a poor delivery from Sikandar Raza.
Won't be happy with that. He's set a high standard for himself, Sikandar Raza, but that's just down the leg side. It's free runs, even if he gets bat on it, but this occasion eludes the keeper and the batsman. Buys. Just can't see how the Sharks are about getting these runs. Maybe Raza is due for a big score. It just has to be a massive caveat. Really try and get 160, 170, 180 here.
Well, maybe it's a reversal of what we've seen in the days gone by, meaning that this morning session was 130 to 140 was the norm. Maybe now that's in the afternoon. We've seen 160 achieved by the Dragons this morning. Maybe they just need to readjust their sights a little bit and aim for that 130, 135. Cuts it away in the offside, still happy at the moment, just to get himself in, Abdul Razak. We know that he can do lots of damage, plenty of balls left. 62 balls remaining in this innings, so there is time to do some damage. Oh, trying to hit that one up and over cover. He's missed out there. He really would have felt he should have done a bit better, should have made the requisite contact. Another chip into the leg side, should just be the single, and is halfway through. 51 for 3.
بسیار ضرور است با مشارکت تا یک هدف خوب بده و برنده از این مسابقه شود، به خاطر از اینکه فکر نکنم چانس داشته باشه. باز این هم خوب شارت و چانس کیچ هم بود. مس فیلدینگ شد از طرف محمد نبی.
هم ریپلی تاسو ګورئ چې ښکلې هڅه یې کړې وه، خو بریالی نه شو په دغه کیچ کې بیا هم په سټرایک باندې. ابراهیم زدران توپ اچونه ترسره کوي، شارټ او د میډ وکټ باونډري څخه د باندې د څلورو منډو لپاره.
افسر زازی بود که بال پشت سر پیچ شد و از امی استفاده کرد، برش انتظار کرد کمی و توانست در خالیگاه 4 دوش از آن خود بسازد. ابراهیم زدران که تا حال خوب بالینگ کرده، 22 دوش داده و یک بازیکن سوختانده. میدیم بالینگ میکنه، میدیم فاست. در این نوبت تا حال 4 فوره و 1 6 دوشه. این هم بال دواست، یک تپک پیش روی نوین الحق میخوره و در نتیجه صرف به خاطر 1 دوش. امروز طرفداران هر تیم زیاد شده، شایقین زیاد در میدان آمده و از نزدیک مسابقه را تماشا میکنن.
عبدالرزاق ښکلې توپ اچونه ده ابراهیم زدران له لوري څخه، غوښتل چې په آف سایډ باندې دغه توپ ولوبوي. ډېر څه بیټسمین عبدالرزاق 15 منډې 3 وکټې د لاسه ورکړي دي. امو نهنګان
خانه هلته لږه کوټې دي، تاریخي ګلوز غواړي.
شپېته منډې ترسره شوي دي او ورپای سره چې 3 لوبغاړي سوځېدلي دي.
11 اوور به اتمام رسیده و تیم المصافی شارک توانسته 60 دوش بگیره. 3 بازیکن خود از دست داده و مسابقه بسیار جالب و دیدنی شده. سکندر رضا به بالنگ آمده، خوب بال، بهترین بال، اما طرف لکستم بود کمی. امپایر هم واید قرار داد و 1 دوش اضافی دیگه. سکندر رضا تا حال 11 دوش داده. خوب بال، بهترین بال، در خوب لین بالا پج میکنه، هیچ وقت یا روم نمیته بیتسمین تا دوش بیشتر را جور کنه.
یا دولت
کار باندې توپ دولت زدران فیل کړو کنم چې افسر زازای دا ورته لري چې په وکټ باندې سټیو کې او تیرو تمریناتي لوبو کې تر دغه لوبو وړاندې نه اتیا نه سوځېدلې منډې وکړې او په هغه کې ډېر کلاسیک شاټونه ترسره کړل. د یو پراپر بیټسمین، د یو کمپلیټ توپوهونکي په توګه باندې
لوز بال بود اما استفاده خوب کرده نتونست عبدالرزاق. خودش هم خوش معلوم نمیشه چون بال بسیار پشت سر پیچ شده بود و باید دوش بیشتر میگرفت. اوسط دوشایی که تا حال جور کردین 5.8. خوب شارت، خوب کوشش از طرف فیلدر که در پایین بود. بال کم سرعتش سلو ساخت و در نتیجه توانستند 2 دوش آسانی به دست بیارن. اوسط دوشایی که تا حال گرفته تیم المصافی آمو شارک 5.49 دوش از دروار. شما تکرار هم میبینی که صرف رخ بیت به بال نشان داد، از سرعت بال استفاده کرد و در نتیجه 2 دوش بسیار با آسانی به دست آورد. فول تاز بال، این هم 1 دوش.
بولینگ رضا، بولینگ رضا، شاباش بولینگ بولینگ. کرا سره
توپ یې ولوباوه.
12 اوور به اتمام میرسه. 66 دوش و 3 بازیکن خود از دست داده.
امو شارک شپږ منډې 3 وکټې د لاس ورکړې دي په 12 اوور کې 15.0 اور منډې دي. د منډو اوسط ته تاسو ګورئ چې شپږ منډې جوړې کړې دي او افسر زازی په 26 منډو ولاړ ده. سټ بیټسمین ده، په کار هم ده د امو نهنګانو ته. امو نهنګانو هم 2 لوبې بایللې دي، نن ښه لوبه ترسره کړي لکه څرنګه چې د بند امیر خمارانو لوبډلې او لوبه یې هم خپله بریا پای ته ورسوله. د امو نهنګانو دغه وکټ چې ده د افسر زازي وکټ او عبدالرزاق دغه پارټنرشپ او ملګرتیا کولی سي چې ستر هدف مخالفې لوبډلې ته وټاکي، ځکه دواړه بیټسمینان د غټو شاټونو وړتیا هم لري او د په ملګرتیا جوړولو کې ډېر مهارت لري.
این هم با بالنگ تغییرات میه. نوین الحق با بالنگ انتخاب شده که 2 اوور کرده، 13 دوش داده و هیچ ویکتی نگرفته. اگه به این ترتیبی که تا حال بازی کردین همونطور پیش برن 110 دوش هدف میشه. اگر در هر اوور 7 دوش بگیرن 122 میشه. این هم هلیکوپتر و هلیکوپتر که هر وقت میبینم شهزاد محمدی یادم میاد. خوب بال، سلو بال بود، چینج آف پیس، داف ستم و اگر در اوور بعد از زی 9 دوش میگیرن 136 دوش هدف میتونن بتن.
او یو خبرې ته د فکر مبارز خان تاسو ګورئ نن درویش رسولي ته هم موقع ورکول سوې ده چې هغه په لوبه کې برخه واخلي او یو ښه بیټسمین ده، یو تکړه ځوان لوبغاړی ده. نوین الحق له اکاډمي څخه کټ کټ دغه توپ او ښکلې ډګر ساتنه د ناصر جمال له لوري څخه.
علی یقینا درویش رسولی بازیکن تیم زیرسن 19 سال افغانستان نیز می باشه. پارت تایم ویکت کیپر است، بعضی اوقات کیپینگ میکنه. امروز با جای گربز چانس برش داده شده و کیپینگ هم میکنه. خوب بال، بهترین بال، خوب فیلدینگ از طرف محمد نبی ساخل، اما باز هم بال ازش مس میشه و در نتیجه میتونن یک دوش دیگر هم بگیرن. 69 دوش است تیم المصافی آمو شارک 3 بازیکن خود از دست داده. شما تکرار میبینین که میخواست بال رو کنه اما از دستش خطا میخوره توپ و در نتیجه یک دوش. این هم خوب شارت، بهترین شارت، کوشش 2 دوش. چانس رن اوت، اما هم بیتسمین خود زود به کریس میرسانه و هم درویش رسولی نمیتونه که توپ و ویکت بزنه تا چانس رن اوت باشه.
شاٹ او دا هم څلوريزه د ډیپ سکویر لیګ باندې دغه توپ له بول سو ډګر ساتونکی ونه توانېدو چې توپ د پولي څخه راوګرځي. عبدالرزاق ولاړ د په سټرایک باندې
میتونست اما کوشش نکرد. باید کوشش میکرد. بار شارپیچ بود، فاصله قدر از فیلدر دور نبود اما کمی سستی کرد. فیلدر هم هلمت هم نپوشید عبدالرزاق و با فیلدینگ تغییرات آمد. ناصر جمال به جای سانجنت در دیپ سکویر لیگ آمد. خوب بال، بهترین بال، فولتاز بود آف استرام که مس کرد عبدالرزاق. این هم 13 اوور به پایان میرسه. تیم المصافی آمو شارک 75 دوش از 3 بازیکن خود از دست داده. به مو زیبایی های بیرق داخل میدان آمدین و مسابقه را از نزدیک میبینن. فلایتد بالینگ میکنه سکندر رضا، سلو بال میکنه، ده خوب لاین بال میکنه، هیچ وقت نمیته بیتسمین یک شارتی را انجام بده. چطور شاکر صاحب؟
رښتیا هم د اسکندر رضا توپ اچونه یار کړ لاین تو ښه توپ اچونه ترسره کړله. بیټسمین په اسانۍ سره روم نسي جوړوي، نه روم ورکوي توپ اچونکی اسکندر رضا. LBW اپیل او دام آوټ. لوبڅار ګوته د اسمان په لور اوچته کړه او د توپ اچونکي په مرسته پرېکړه وکړه.
بسیار با آواز بلند اپیل میکنه. شما تکرار میبینی بال در لاین پیچ شده بود، بسیار شفل کرده بود، پیش آمده بود، ویکت بند کرده بود و امپایر هم مثبت جواب داد و کلک خود بلند کرد که بلی اوت است. افسر زازی باید میدان رها کنه که 28 دوش کرده بود در 39 توپ. این هم ویکت هایی که از طرف وزیرزای مساینک گرفته شده در 13 توپ 34 دوش کرده بود. خوب بیتینگ کرده بود. امروز ببینیم که تیم هم ضرورت داره تا کم هدف خوب بده به تیم وزیرزای. خوب بال، کٹ بال بود و در نتیجه صرف 1 دوش.
د شرف الدین اشرف راوستل بیټینګ ته یو ښه پرېکړه ده. په تېره لوبه کې هم ښه وځلېده ځکه په بیټینګ اډر کې کله چې هم انفارم بیټسمین یې هماغه مخته راځي تر څو پارټنرشپ جوړ کړي او وکټ یې هم وژغوري. ځکه شرف الدین اشرف په تېره لوبه کې ډېره ښه لوبه ترسره کړې وه. لومړی د قدمونو استعمال وکړه او کټ یې کړ د پوینټ په لوري باندې توپ یوازې 2 منډې ترلاسه کړي عبدالرزاق او ترو مستقیما په وکټ ولګېده. عبدالرزاق په کریس کې موجود ده. اور پای ته ورسېدو 78 منډې 4 وکټې د لاسه ورکړي.
نجیب ترکی در 4 توپ 3 دوش کرده بود. فاضل زازی 10 دوش، افسر زازی 28 دوش. تا حال زیادترین دوش‌ها را افسر زازی جور کرده بود. نورالحق ملکزی 11 دوش در 21 توپ. مسابقات 20 اوره کافی نیست. کم از کم استرایک ریت یا سرعت دوشایی که تو جور میکنی از 100 باید بالا باشه. هشتمین میچ است. شما میبینین که بسیار به شوق علاقه مردم امروز آمده.
او په ډیت اورونو کې تر ټولو ښه توپ اچونه ترسره کوي یارکر لین بلاکر او همدغسې شاټ پیچ یې ترسره کوي. شاټ فل ټاس و او د لنګان پوزیشن ډګر ساتونکی چمتو ولاړ دا او کیچ یې کړ. د دې سره
بله یقینا شرف الدین شرف بود که ویکت خود از دست میته. بال فل تاس بود، میخواست که بال از گراوند بیرون بندازه اما سعی مدل کرده نتانست و مستقیم به دستای نوین الحق که خوب کیچ کرد.
په تیره لوبه کې هم که په یاد مې و همدغسې فل ټاس توپ یې ورته
بله،
ورکړ او په ډیپ میډ وکټ باندې یې کیچ کړ. شرف الدین اشرف یوه منډه جوړه کړه په 3 توپونو باندې.
این هم بالینگ کارت نوین الحق 3 اوور کرده 22 دوش داده، هیچ ویکت نگرفته. دولت زدران که بهترین بالینگ کرده، اقتصادی تمام شده 2.1 اوور کرده 3 بازیکن سوختانده. ابراهیم زدران 4 اوور 23 دوش 1 ویکت گرفته. باز هم طاهر عادل وارد میدان میشه به جای شرف الدین اشرف. 9 میچ کرده 91 دوش کرده، استرایک ریتش 130 و همچنان اوریج اوسط دوشایی که جور کرده 13. خوب بال، بهترین بال اپیل، اما از طرف امپایر هیچ کدام اعلان نمیشه.
دا هم ریپلی ګورو توپ لیګ سټمپ طرف باندې و او د آوټ کومه ستونزه نه لیدل کېده او لوبڅار هم ناټ آوټ پرېکړه ورته وکړه. د اپیل سره یې همغږي نه کړه.
امپایر کال بوده البته شاکر صاحب. باز هم دولت زدران تا حال ببینین که ده مسابقه چقدر خوب بالینگ کرده. او شارت بال، هیچ موقع یا وقت نداد بیتسمینه که تا دستش باز کنه و دوش جور کنه. باز هم شارت بال طرف دیپ سکویر لیگ. ابراهیم زدران بالا فیلد میکنه و به خاطر 1 دوش. اوسط دوشایی که تا حال گرفتین 5.39 که کافی نیست، اما همه امتیاز به کپتانسی محمد نبی و همچنان به بالرای وزیرزای مساینک ناید میتیم به خاطر از اینکه خوب بالینگ کردن، بسیار با دیسپلین بالینگ کردن، مطابق فیلد بالینگ کردن. هیچ روم وقت به بیتسمینان نمیدادن که دست خود خلاص کنن و آزاد شارت بزنن. خوب بال یارکر لاین به خاطر 1 دوش.
د میساینک اتلان او همدغسې د امو نهنګانو تر مابین دغه لوبه په کابل لکوزي نړیوال کرکټ لوبغالي کې جریان لري. توپ یې ولوباوه د کور په لور باندې او ډېره په چټکۍ سره یې منډه ترلاسه کړه. د دې سره اوور پای ته ورسېده. یو اتیا منډې 5 وکټې د لاسه ورکړې.
محمد نبی داخل خپل بالینګ ته راځي او بال کوي. نبی داخل
این هم نجیب ترک و افسر زازه توانستن 13 دوش پارتنرشپ کنن یا رفاقت کنن. افسر زازه و فضل زازه هم 5 دوش. نورالحق ملکزی و افسر زازه 23 دوش پارتنرشپ جور کردن و رفاقت کردن. بالینگ باز هم محمد نبی خودش به بالینگ آمد. این هم بال دا پیٹ میخوره و چانس رن اوت دایرکت. بال از بغل ویکت تیر میشه و یک دوش بسیار به صورت کامل میتونن بگیرن. تکرارش ببینین. خوب فیلدینگ از طرف نوین الحق. او خوب کوشش، بهترین کوشش، اما ویکت نخورد. این هم میخواست سویپ کنه بالا. چانس رن اوت دایرکت. او باز هم غلطی. هر بال میخواین روش جور کنن و غلطی کنن. محمدی هم نو دوش داده تا حال.
محمد نبی ساحل ښه توپ اچونه کوي. بیټسمن له مشکلاتو سره مخامخ کړي دي دواړه بیټسمنان. هم شاټ ډګر ساتونکی موجود ده. په تېره لوبه کې کوي په یاد یې محمد نبی ساحل همدغسې د ټولو توپ اچونکو څخه پوره ګټه واخیسته او ډېر ښه استعمال کړل توپ اچونکي او د هغې له برکته یې د امو نهنګانو ته ماته هم ورکړله. نو نن بیا هم که وګورو د توپ اچونې په برخه کې ټول توپ اچونکي په خپل ځای باندې په ځانګړې توګه دولت زدران چې ډېره ښه توپ اچونه یې ترسره کړې ده.
شات طرف آف استام به خاطر یک دوش. چانس المسافی امو شارک در وقت خراب شد در مسابقه اول شاکر صاحب، به خاطر که مسابقه بردگی را باختن. مسابقه در سوپر آور رفت و از مو وقته که یا به حال نامدین تا حال و این سیوم مسابقه شان است. اگر ببازن تا جای بسیار امکان داره که تا از تورنمنت بیرون شوه. این هم پایان اوور 16ام. 86 دوش و 5 بازیکن خود از دست داده. این هم شما میبینین که داور اول 13 دوش گرفتن، داور دوم 6 دوش. باز هم نوین الحق با بالینگ انتخاب میشوه. چهارمین اوورش است. 3 اوور کده، 22 دوش داده، 1 میدن اوور کده. خوب بالینگ کده، خوب بال، بهترین بال. این هم اپیل زوردار اما رد میشه، هم رن اوت مس میشه. درویش رسولی بود که از بسیار مسافه کم نتونست ویکت بزنه تا بیتسمین از میدان اخراج بسازه. تکرار میبینین بال طرف لکستم روان بود. از او خاطر امپایر هم امپایر کال مکس بال میکنه. فکر کنم کدام مشکل. نه هم دید بال. بسیار بلاقه و شوق امروز مردم آمده مسابقه را از نزدیک تماشا میکنه. صبح هم رخصتی است. فول تاس بال، خوب شد از سر پوینت اما به خاطر 1 دوش. سکندر رضا فیلدر بود. 88 دوش کردین تا حال. 5 بازیکن خود از دست داده. مسابقات 20 اوره کافی نیست. فقط بعد از 3 اوور دیگه باقی مانده. خوب بال، بهترین بال، سلو بال بود. دافستم قسمی که من قبلا یادآور شدم. چینج بال میکنه، مکس بال میکنه. شما ببینین کتر بود. ویکت مهم نیست در مسابقه 20 اوره. هر بالر که اقتصادی تمام میشه خوب بالنگ میکنه. مانع یک هدف خوب میشه از تیم مخالفه. خوب بال باز طرف دیپ مید ویکت. ناصر جمال بالا فیلد میکنه. اجازه دوش دومه نمیته برشان چون خوب فیلدر است. Long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep extra cover, deep third man. خوب بال به خاطر یک دوش. خوب بالنگ میکنه. هیچ جروم یا وقت بیتسماینه نمیته تا دستش خلاص کنه و دوشای بیشتر را به دست بیاره. بهترین بالنگ امروز دولت زادران کرده. خوب اقتصادی تمام شده و این هم اوسط دوشای را که شما میبینین آهسته آهسته دوگام کم شده میره. خوب بال، بهترین بال. این هم اوور اپ داون با پایان میرسد. تیم المصافی آمو شاگ 90 و 65 بازیکن خود از دست داده.
Right, Mohammad Nabi bowling to the experienced Razak, looking to get some runs here in front of a full house at Kabul International Cricket Stadium. Oh, it is absolute chock-a-block here. There is lots of people. It's free to come in, bring in all the fans. They've gone through all the security checks. They've been very patient. They really have. And they're really enjoying this cricket. Big one, stumped, run out, whatever you want. He was that far down the pitch on that occasion, Tahir Adil. And the experienced Mohammad Nabi tells him that you got to go. Look how he's through the shot. Oh, he was 3 seconds early. Whips the bails off. Take. And with 16 balls to go. Look at that strike rate, 140. He's faced Nabi before. He knows exactly what he's up to. Quicker one down the ground and gets a one. Good batting. Bring on Razak. Problem is here, folks, he's got to hit into what a 25, 30 knot breeze. Might be better off in trying to use his pace and sweep him and lap him a bit. Finding a hole. I think you've got to get 130 on this pitch, you really do. Oh, well bowled. He saw him moving around the crease and just moved around a bit and changed it up. Gave him no pace to work with. 9 runs and over, 112. That's not going to win you too many games. They won the toss too, of course, electing to bat. Nabi just holds onto the ball and waits for the batsman to move first before he bowls it. Oh, just too good. Swing and a miss. End of the over. That's the 18th over gone. It's 93 for 6. Well, it's just great. I really, after the incident we had yesterday, they here to support the Afghanistani Shpageeza Cricket League here, and they really come in. I just really appreciate it. And they love their cricket here. Look at the kiddies clicking away with the hands. Yeah, love it. Really do. Dalat Zandran rolling into a stiff breeze. Oh, he's got a good piece of that. Only one. Dream that they can represent their country in a sport they never thought they'd get to. There's so much good talent here. So many good products that are coming through the pathways of lovely York here, bit of reverse swing. And guys like Nabi, of course, and Rashid Khan and Shapur Zadran, these fellas, yeah. He's a Nabi fan. Number 7. Dhoni's number 7 too. Don't forget that. MS Dhoni. Ronaldo, of course. Full toss. Hoiks it away. Oh, now, did he get any bat on that? He did. Just a little inside edge. And a welcome boundary. It was a ball that he normally hits for 6. He's just a bit out of sorts here. Abdul Razak. So he's 26 for 20 here. So 9 balls to go. So they're getting it close to 100. So maybe they've got a chance that they can get it to 120 here. But I think the best chance to get a couple of sixes is hitting with the breeze here. Oh, he's gone for that. He didn't get it. This pitch is just dying a bit for me. It's not quite coming onto the bat, a little bit up and down. Oh, that's just really good bowling. Oh, they pinch another single here. So one more ball to go. He's bowled really well here. The coach is there. Andy Miles on the left-hand side. Raised the other one there. A very good man, that fellow. Oh, terrific fellow. Enjoy his company. Under 19 coach. Oh, he's got a good piece of that down the ground. So they might come back for 2 and they don't. So that ends the over. It's 102 for 6 with the 1 more over to go. Mohammad Nami starting the last over here. There's this dust storm that's coming through here in Kabul, and it's amazing scenes here in the distance here across the ground there of the Olympic Park across the ground there. There's a big, huge football area around the back there, big open area. Dust is being blown away everywhere there. So very difficult for the batsman to try to get something away. So 4 balls to go now, 104 for 6. Nabi just bowled beautifully, bowling at the death. Full toss, doesn't get it really. 1 bounce, it should come back for 2. Oh, there's got to be 2 there, surely. Surely there's 2 there. 6 balls since we've seen a boundary. We haven't seen a big one. Well, he's going to be run out and stumped. Oh, he's just so smart, so intelligent, so experienced, Mohammad Nami. He picks up his old counterpart there. So look at him, he's a long way down there and probably having a bit of a giggle there as well. So let's see what he can do. Big unit, see how far he can hit it. Well, he's got all of that. There you go, the crowd love it. Take a catch out there. Where's this been? That's a terrific hit against the breeze. Oh, I love that free flow of the bat. Look at the crowd, look how full we are here. Up into the crowd. Oh, unbelievable race. And that'll finish it, a dot ball to finish it. So there we have it. 20 overs have been bowled. And of course, the S.5Amo Sharks have finished with, well, a poor score, I have to say. They'll be really disappointing with that. It was well bowled. Let's take nothing away from the good performance with the ball. Well, they won this toss here, and they were just a bit slow out of the gates because Tarakai with 3, Zazai with 10. Zazai, of course, looked pretty good for his 28 off 39, but the strike rate's too small, and Haq was at 11 off 21, and Razak 30 off 24, the only man to really get some runs there. And the upsetting thing, the third high score was extras. All the bowlers, they were brilliant. Zadrung with 3 wickets, he was brilliant as well. Nabi 2 for 24. They all did their job. Brilliant bowling performance over their 5 bowlers used there. So the target
Sharafuddin Ashraf. Economy rate of 7 to the over, best of 4 for 16. He is going to need to be spot on here and try and get the ball to grip and turn. Oh, misfield. That's not how you want to start. When you're defending such a paltry target, you need to make sure you are saving everything. Dean Jones alongside. Do you know 111 wicket?
No, it's not. Oh, poor in the power play, and they pull right through, sadly. There's our chairman and CEOs and some of the Afghanistan staff there. Big warm round of applause. Very popular person to some. There he is there, shaking the hands of our security staff and our friends there. They've looked after us so well.
They can afford to get set here. The Knights batsmen don't have to be overly attacking and take too many risks. Only chasing 111. Can afford to just get the pace of the wicket somewhat. Decent start, 1 over bowled, 1 for none. But he's shown some potential. He's got the ball to go through on occasions, good variations as well. And immediately starting off round the wicket. Interesting, you normally see a left-armer coming over the wicket to begin with, but straight away he's round. 33 deliveries in the second match. And we'll be looking to just get another nice score under his belt here, under minimum pressure.
He's got an action that just reminds me a bit like Doug Bollinger from Australia a little bit. Not a fluent action, is it? Get a couple around the corner, surely. Yeah, they do. Way when he's about his job. Jeffries was an interesting character I faced from South Africa. Did you have much time against him? He was big and strong. Hit the bat hard. Outside edge, will only get one, surely.
Yeah, Stephen Jeffries, he bowled pretty rapid, never had the opportunity to face him, but did get to watch him on telly a bit. Yeah, he definitely did have some gas.
Yeah, England haven't had many left-handers. Only one I'm thinking was maybe Peter Lever that was around. There wasn't too many fast left-armers. It's amazing most other countries have had left-arm quicks, but England always sticks to the right-handers.
Big appeal from the wicketkeeper, that's about it. High and probably going down the leg side as well. Richard Ingarava was not interested right from the get-go. There we go. Yes, done him for pace. Would have missed another set upright on top of the ones in the ground. He won't be a happy chappy at this stage. Mirwais, the captain of the S.5Amo Sharks, would have wanted a much better effort from his batsman, having won the toss and elected to bat first. Not good enough, 111. Not timed again. Bottom of the bat. And dribbles into the covers. 6 for none after 2. So 5 for none. Very sedate start this from the Knights. Oh, they're going to get one. They're going to get one. Another little misfield. And it allows the batsman to scamper through yet again.
It tells me just that shot and the way that play started that there's no intensity with these two. I think they're trying to have a net. They've got to start to throw a couple of punches. Well, this game can turn around The target on this pitch is not as easy as you think.
Yes, buddy.
Look, they're not even looking to hurt the bowler. And bowler Sharafudin says, okay, you just block it, build up your own pressure. Maybe a sweep has got to come into play. Use the feet a bit. There's a sweep. But it don't look like hitting it off the square.
Yeah, you're right. Before you know it, they've nipped through 6 overs and you're on 25. And suddenly the run rate's gone up to 7 to the over on a pitch that is doing a bit. You lose a couple of wickets and the pressure does build. So they've just got to make sure that they're being positive. That, yes, you don't want to take undue risk, but you still got to make sure that you're being assertive. Under edge, Ngarava does the fielding, so still Vusi Sibanda not able to rotate the strike and get down the other end.
It's a funny type of track. You've got to really watch the ball onto the bat here. I think that's the key. Work on your timing. Get your timing right.
Another dot ball. 5 dot balls in the over. It's been a real good one thus far. Nice length, that's nice loop. Little bit of a turn, just enough to keep the batsman honest. Yeah, he set that one away. There is a man patrolling in the deep, I tell you what. He's nearly overrun it and made the necessary corrections late, but he makes the save in the end. 3 overs bowled, 7 for none. Seven for none. They just need to make sure that they're not going into their shells too much, these two batsmen. Just need to make sure they're getting back to their fluent best. Put some pressure on the bowling, put some pressure on the fielding. Again, he tries that pull shot, Vusi Sibanda. Pretty dangerous on this surface. We've seen quite a few stay down. The team chat prior to them going out would be to, you don't have to take any risks. Let's make sure we don't lose any early wickets, undue wickets. Let's make sure that we're just on top of things. But Vusi Sibanda, well, what's happened there? Just went down and held his head. I'm not sure what's transpired. Has he run into somebody as he was going down? Here we go. I think maybe it's not his head. Maybe it's just the midriff area.
The delicates can be painful. It's probably not happened the first time to Vusi Sibanda, but as we would all know, it's not the most comfortable, is it? There's confirmation, little inside edge. Looking to pull. And a drink of water, that'll always help. Or the magic spray.
Yeah, I'm not so sure the magic spray on this occasion would be the order of the day. He's got up, still seems to be limping. I think maybe it's just stung him on top of the leg, maybe. Not a great place to be hit. There we go, there's confirmation. Maybe just that inside of the hip bone misses the thigh pad and rockets into that midriff area. Yeah, not the most pleasant place to be hit, but the physios and other support staff have been out there and he's had a drink and a bit of a stretch, so seems to be good to go. Ngarava, none for 5 thus far into his second over. I want to ask you, Ed, you being a fast bowler and have watched Ngarava over the last season or so, why do you think he's starting bowling round the wicket as opposed to over the wicket? Has he done this in international cricket? Is it is something that he's been working on, or he's got a little plan?
I think on this particular surface, if you're going to bowl at the batsman, it's going to be very difficult to score bowling at the stumps. And I think generally when he bowls over the wicket as a left-arm bowler, he generally pushes it across the batsman, so it doesn't create any sort of doubt. And there he's already creating doubt because he's going at the stumps. Probably hit just outside the line. And sometimes because of how he sets up when he delivers the ball, he sort of slings it across the right-hander. So he wants to get it at the stumps.
Another pull shot. This time, I think he's got enough on it to get it away to the boundary for 4. First boundary for the Mr. Ainak Knights. It wasn't the most convincing stuff from Vusi Sibanda, but nevertheless beat the fielder and got to the fence for 4.
A few drops of water, a few stretches, gets a ball on leg stump, it's loose and he puts it away. Not convincing, as you've said, but a boundary at this stage and in this run chase will mean gold. 112 they need to get, it's 13 without loss. So they just fall into double digits now.
He's going to push hard, should come back for 2. Oh, he doesn't. Maybe just feeling the effect still of that little hit on the hip, because he's normally lightning between the wickets, Vusi Sibanda. And he wouldn't be afraid to come back for 2 on that occasion, having stretched the fielder, running to the danger end. Just at the last minute, sent his partner back. Sort of been the pattern of Vusi Sibanda's innings thus far. He started off pretty slowly, under-run a ball, and then he's had the presence of mind to stay at the crease and play catch-up, and has done that pretty nicely, and has given the Knights an opportunity to one set a score and the other chase a score on both occasions.
Why would you get the scissors out and cut that little bit off the ball? Got no idea. The wicket is actually slowing up. And that little bit of resistance that the ball will create with whatever leather's coming off, it'll even make it more difficult to score. You can even try and create a bit of reverse swing on the other side of that particular ball.
Side screen just being moved because Richard Ngarava is now going to come over the wicket. Remember, started round the wicket and now deciding to change his method of attack. He's going to be bowling to Isanula. Oh, there's the width. There's the width you were talking about, Ed Rainsford. He has the habit of maybe pushing it across the right-hander from over the wicket. And all he has to do, Isanula, is open the front leg and carve it through the offside. End of 4 overs, 17 for none. Who needs a big leather seat in the president's enclosure when you can sit in the bleachers with the masses? Really good stuff, good initiative. There's in the middle there the chief executive, on the left there the chairman. Just going to mix it with the passionate supporters of Afghanistan cricket.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Dean Jones in there in about 5 minutes.
Well,
Silver Fox.
Maybe he's in there somewhere. He's calming everyone down, telling them to sit down. He wants to watch the cricket as well. Given some air, but it's too straight, too far down the leg side. The idea was right, the execution poor.
He says he struggles against left arm spin, Vusi Sibanda, but this is on leg stump, really full. He's just got to get it past the man at the short, fine leg, and he picks up 4. Moves on to 13. It's one area we've actually looked at in this particular series for Vusi Sibanda, is that he doesn't have a decent enough strike rate. Below 100 at this stage. And a few other games took him a while to get it over 100 and then to about 110, 120.
Can't get the timing. Try to give himself a bit of room, Isanula, and fire it away through the offside as he did in the previous over of Richard Ngarava. Nice straight bat. There is protection down at long on, so it should just be just the single. 5 overs bowled now, 24 for none, the Knights.
Perhaps maybe the ground staff have just maybe missed the trick here, and perhaps maybe giving these players maybe a slightly fresher pitch to get this crowd entertained, a little bit of pace and bounce. This one is looking pretty tired.
Ah, flayed away. You can't bowl there no matter what the surface is. Short, wide, and he doesn't need a second invitation to pounce on that.
Flare, look at this. Get the cameras out. The pose at the end, oh, got to love it. Front on, what sort of shot is that? It's definitely not a cut shot.
Welcome to the bowling crease, Yusuf Zaizai. You can't bowl there, you've got to try and get it in that corridor. No, you can't bowl there. Short, wide again this time. Third man has come across. Oh, nearly some fancy footwork, saving him in the end. This time, a thin edge and to the left of third man, but the same result.
Short, and it goes for 4, but effort in the deep. Gets a hand on it. Just on the bounce there, and there comes the left foot.
Yeah, it was a valiant effort. He tried the hand, then the foot, neither working on that occasion. No! That's better. That's where you need to be. On this particular surface, you know that it's been tough for the batsman to score. You've got to be there, back of a length, that off stump, because any width, or you get your length wrong, you're still going to pay the price.
He's only 17. Zai. Only 17. Shout out the official photographer, the ACB. He's getting around. Yusuf Zai, 17. So this will be a molding area for him. Finds a good length on this occasion. Flat surface, batter-friendly conditions.
Yeah, definitely some ability there. Definitely some ability. That sort of action, that sort of attitude, running in, that pleases coaches. Coaches love being able to work with enthusiastic raw talent that they can nurture and mould. And at 17 years old, he looks a great prospect for Afghanistan cricket. Accuracy, control, that'll come with more experience, with age. There we go, just trying the shorter one, not afraid to experiment. Here's Yusuf Zai. 6 overs bowled, power play done, 32 for none. Well, they're just below the worm at this stage, but everything is under control. 80 of 84 deliveries. And barring an absolute catastrophe, you'd have to say that the Mr. Ainak Knights are well in control of this game at this stage, chasing 112 to win, 32 for none after 6. Be interesting to see what the captain Marwais does at the moment, because when you're defending such a paltry score, what do? Do you keep an extra man in the circle? And I think he's doing just that. Good captaincy. So 5 in the circle, 4 saving a single, 1 in an attacking position at slip.
Yes, buddy.
Now you say that, but as a left-arm spinner, he's going to try and bowl flat on occasions and bowl at the stumps and occasionally maybe toss one up. I think you either need to get mid-on into the circle or mid-off into the circle on a surface that's keeping low. Try and go across one. Or
Lovely, Sharafa.
try and go with the spin that may not be there and it goes between bat and pad. Or perhaps get him into the attack. Hasn't had a bowl. It's been effective.
Yes, Raka.
I think he's still shell-shocked from the treatment meted out by Solomon Mire the other day. Abdul Razak got absolutely clubbed by Solomon Mire, 4 sixes in an over, disappearing over mid-wicket and square leg. Big appeal. Leg side. Bowler wasn't that interested at all. It was the wicket-keeper that was asking the question vociferously and the umpire smiling.
See, if mid-on's in the circle, creates even more doubt in Vusi's mind. You see, that's too easy. Rotate the strike. It's less than 6 runs and over they require. The Knights, you've got to ask them to create some sort of risk, and all these boundary riders and the targets in the deep, just too easy to hit them.
Yeah, I agree. You wanted to play across the spin, so I'm with you. Mid-on up in the circle, make him play across the spin. That would be the way to create a bit more pressure.
Yes, but yourself. Oh, no, yaar.
Push down the ground as well. Easy single. So 7 overs bowled, 36 for none.
They still have the likes of Muhammad Nabi to come, Iskandar Raza, and Burl. So lots of batting to come. What the viewers will get going is Dean Jones is back in the comm box.
Nice little shot out head. Welcome everyone. They need to get there. They're right down the bottom, and they lose this one, so that's 3, and they've only got 2 more games left. And they'll be just more than sharks. We call them gummy sharks. A gummy shark's got no teeth, and at the moment, that's the way they're playing.
Good pace. 17-year-old on this surface, getting it to bounce and stand up. Points table, men at the top, the Tigers and the Eagles, they've set a good precedence in this particular tournament. The rest of the teams have got to follow the suit.
Paragon Dragons, big win today, 1.9 net run rate. That's really good, because at some stage, I reckon that might be the difference between getting a 2nd or 3rd, and then the top two teams get a second chance if they get beaten in the first final.
Are you expecting rain or snow?
It does snow in this part of the world, but not at this time of the year, I've been informed. The 3 best years of my life.
I was facing up to Punter, Gilchrist, Hayden, Clark, Watson, Andrew Simons. Oh, what a shot! Oh, yes. 4 runs.
Well, he's not playing under 19 cricket now, is he? He's playing against the big boys. And these are the times the youngsters have got to get an opportunity, and sometimes they have a great international cups and under 19 competitions, and they get kids out because they bowl fast. But against the men, they're going to get poleaxed occasionally. Look at the technique of that. Gee, absolute picture stuff there. Ishanula, lovely, lovely off drive. That will get his innings flowing. And these two look like they put the stool out to try to actually win this. No wickets down. No.
I'm also informed that that's Norwaz Mangal's brother.
How impressed am I with that fellow, Nawaz? Mangal, he's an outstanding player. What's going to hurt them is the problem with Shahzad, who's been, I believe, been done by the ICC with drug violation. So he's been suspended for a while. So Nawaz is in there to take over the opening spot, goes after it. They've got some really good talent here. They can replace them easily. But he's bowling to 2 guys who are in form and look like they actually want to get these runs. No wicket down.
Easy, Fazala. Good stop, Nasser.
Fielded. Well, where was that a couple of days ago?
Yeah, they had a poor fielding display a few days ago. Good fielding off their own bowling. He's been going that way anyway in his follow-through, so momentum carries him.
Oh no!
That's what you want. Want to just keep down, but still, you get enough bat on it, you can get runs down the wicket. Got to get mid on up in the circle.
Nah.
Short and a single. Happy.
Nasser. One tape, one tape.
But again, this could also work against you. You never know how quickly a game can change.
I like to chase low totals and get them quickly. Single now. Direct hit. No, missed it. Got a bit of a bobble. But when you chase little scores there of 111, and you just go a bit slowly at the start, you can get yourself in trouble. You're 100% right. I like to try to throw a punch at them early, get off to a fly.
Yes.
That's normally the Australian way. That's the way we've been brought up as kids. So, and they
punch.
Yeah, we throw a punch occasionally.
Really? One or two? Even at
not really.
Under
no.
17, under 16?
Well, a punch drives and a punch hook and a punch cut shot. Yeah, there's like one of them. So that should complete the over. 9 overs gone, 47 for no loss.
The worms converging in touch, having a feel at this stage.
Oh, Bobble, that's it. That's what I like to see. You run the first one hard, puts him under pressure down there. And unfortunately, the fielding of the S.5Amo Sharks have been poor right throughout this tournament.
He set off very quickly, and just that bobble, the intention of the first run, just caused the fielder to lift his head, and he's picked up two, and he's quick between the wickets. Very good athlete.
Sometimes I feel with the modern day cricketer, Ed, that they spend too much time in the gym and riding bikes and all that type of stuff, where a good sign of fitness, improving your skills, is actually going out there and learning to throw properly and run around for 2 hours in the field and learn how to field. Work on their arms. And I don't think they don't do that enough. How can you learn a skill being in the gym? Now, he'll only get one there, I reckon. Oh, no, he'll get two. Yeah, ball's in the air for a while.
As the modern day cricketer, it's all about nutrition. It's all about spending a lot of time in the gym. It's a fitness thing. But it's also about honing your skills. And you can only become a better bowler by the more overs you bowl, and the more overs you're actually conditioning your body to hit a specific length, whether it's full, whether it's a yorker, whether it's a bouncer. Well, the only way you can get better.
The problem you've got with that, though, see in Australia, they go with that, but they only let the bowlers, the fast bowlers, bowl 25 balls in a session. 25. Now, how can you get better doing that?
You're going to have to tell me about that, Dino, because you're from Australia.
Yeah, and the fact is they do break down a little bit more, and you need some resistance work. And all the fast bowlers, all the greats like Lillies and Thompsons and these fellas,
Holding.
All Australian fast bowlers. There was no holding there.
Easy.
And he was a great too, of course. But and Mikey actually says as well, they need to do more work in the nets. They need to bowl. And this stuff that these biomechanists have come out and said, no, you're only allowed to bowl 25 balls in the session. Gee.
And it all started with, I believe, when they started diagnosing a lot of bowlers with stress fractures, about how their bodies are not being able to deal with the workloads and the harsh conditions, and their feet hitting these very hard surfaces, and the jabbing into the ground and it's too much work and you got to give a bowler a certain amount of overs at a certain time, and that's when it really started, because they started studying the body and how much the body can take at a certain time.
And Yusuf here's one little flaw he's got. You watch his front foot. When he lands his front foot, it almost goes towards square leg. And that's one little area there that he's going to get in trouble with stress fractures in his front leg. And you just got to get the basics right. And you can only do that by practicing. 52 for no loss. Come on, you guys.
ناصر
دور اول خود 4 دوش داده. خوب بال، بهترین بال، هیچ وقت نمیتش که دوش جور کنه. ناصر تو تاخیل که واقعا دو مسابقه قبلی هم خوب بالینگ کرد. مسابقه اول هم
ناصر
ویکت‌های بیشتر از آن خود کرده بود از طرف تیم خود. قدم استفاده کرد طرف لانگان پوزیشن. همین احمد زی فیلدر بود و بالا فیلد کرد. یک دوش هم اضافه میشه در مجموع دوشایشان. بسیار یک هدف کم. هدف 112 دوش.
بونډری خو خو یو بنور کې شوه.
سبندا 29 23 دوش کرده، 29 توپ. باز هم شات مقبول. گود شات، بهترین شات. کوشش نهایی خود کرد فیلدر، اما آنقدر سرعت بال تیز بود که هیچ نتونست بال استاد کنه و در نتیجه 4 دوش دیگه هم
امون هنګان ورکړل شوی هدف
ناصر سید ناصر
هم تاسو ګورئ چې څومره ښه هڅه یې کړې ده. ناصر تو داخل تو پچونکی
نه غلط لګیا یار.
تیرو لوبو کې ډېر ښه ځلېدلی ده، ښې وکټ یې ترلاسه کړي دي. لاین او لینت باندې تو پچونه ترسره کوي او هیڅ یو بیټسمین په اساني سره د غټ شاټونو هڅه نشي باندې کولی، ځکه ځوان لوبغاړی ده. ټول ټال ناصر تو تاخیل په دغه سیالیو کې ښې
بیا دغه شی راکه
کړي دي. ښه تو پچونه ده، ښکلې ډګر ساتنه او مستقیما د وکټو په لور باندې.
باز هم بال مقبول میخواد سویپ کنه. 11 اوور هم به پایان میرسد. 59 دوش هیچ بازیکن خود از دست نداده.
خپل زړه راشي او خپل مینوالو ته دا یو غټ د سولې هغه ده او زړه مې دغه چې افغانستان کې سوله تل راشي او ټول خوشحاله وي.
ډېره مننه زړګیه، ډېره مننه تلویزیون کو بیا هم لوبه وګورئ، خوند ترې واخلئ. ډېره مننه.
لغمان، جلال آباد، هرات او ډېر لرې ولایتونو څخه شاټ هڅه بریالی نه سو. ډګر ساتونکی په شاټ او دا هم مس فیلډینګ او توپ د پولیس څخه د باندې 4 منډو لپاره. 2 ډګر ساتونکو دواړو هڅه وکړه خو بریالي نه سول چې دغه توپ راوګرځوي.
بال پشت سر پیچ شده بود که میوه از زمین استفاده کرد. سبندا توانست در نتیجه 4 دوش از آن خود بگیره. کوشش نهایی خود کرد اما در باندری فیلدر مس فیلدینگ کرد. خوب بال، بهترین بال. صرف رخ بیتا با بال نشان داد و در نتیجه صرف 1 دوش دیگر هم از آن خود کردن.
میرویس اشرف لا اکیډمي څخه په دفاعي توګه دغه توپ لوبه وخو. میرویس اشرف په نتوانېدو چې دغه توپ راوګرځوي. سیده په بیټ باندې دغه توپ لوبه. احسان جنت او سیبانډا. احسان جنت په 10 منډو باندې او سیبانډا 9 منډې تر دماله کړې دي.
در اوور 5.64 دوش نیاز دارند تا به هدف خود برسانند. هدف زیادی نیست و تقریبا گفته میتونیم 70-30%.
د شپږیزې اومه لوبه ده. په راتلونکو نورو لوبو کې به بیا هم وګورئ چې له نورو ولایاتو څخه په زیاته کچه باندې نندارچیان راځي، ځکه تر فاینله پورې یا تر پایلوبې پورې به وګورئ چې په لوبغالي کې به ځای هم نه لیدل کېږي. د کرکټ سره د هیوادوالو مینه واقعا چې بې کچې ده. نن چې له کوم ولایاتو څخه خلک راغلي دي.
رسیدن هدف 112 چیزی نمانده. از قدم‌ها استفاده کرد، میخواست شارت بزرگی را انجام بده، اما ناصر توتاخیل بسیار با هوشیاری خاص بالینگ میکنه. روم و یا وقت نمیته به اسماعیل تا شارت خوبی را انجام بده.
هم د سویپ هڅه او هیل بي ډبلیو اپیل ګورو چې نو څار کومه دلچسپي ونه ښودله. ناصر توتاخیل پوره اپیل یې وکړ.
بال در لگ استمپ بود، از او خاطر هم امپایر نخواست کدام فیصله کنه. شما لاین بال رو ببینین که بال طرف لگ استمپ میرفت، شاید لگ استمپ ویکت هم مس میکرد. خوب فیصله از طرف امپایر. باز هم از قدم ها استفاده میکرد. طرف دیپ اکسترا کور و این هم 4 دوش بین دو فیلدر. هیچ وقت موقع برشان نبود که توپ استاد کنن. سرعت بال هم تیز بود و این هم 70 دوش پوره میشه. تکرار هم میبینین. اول کمی پشت سر رفت تا بر خود وقت و یا روم جور کنه و در نتیجه 4 دوش آسان به دست آورد.
سیبانډا قدمونه را وړاندې کړل او په اف سایډ باندې دغه توپ په لوباو. سیبانډا که وګورو دا دویم ځل ده چې په دغه اور کې ډاون د وکټ راځي او هڅه کوي د غټ شاټ لپاره، خو تر وروستۍ شیبې پورې په توپ باندې نظریه او د غلط شاټ هڅه نه کوي.
تا حال در این نوبت بازیکنای مثل عینک توانسته 9 4 دوشه را از آن خود بسازن. خوب شارت، سیده شارت در موقعیت است. کوشش دوش دوم، چانس رن اوت دایرکت. فکر کنم رسیده بود. بسیار تفاهم خوب بین دو بیتسمن ها وجود داره، هیچ غلطی نمیکنن، کوشش میکنن کاردوش نات اوت مسابقه را پوره کنن. شما تکرار را میبینی دایرکت با ویکت میخوره توپ، اما رسید.
میرویس اشرف کا وګورو په وکټ ټو وکټ توپ اچونه کوي او روم نه ورکوي په اسانۍ سره. او سیبانډا ډېره حوصله وکړه او هڅه یې ده چې د غټ شاټ لپاره توپ لوبوي او په دې وخت کې که فیلډینګ د توپ اچونې مطابق ودرول سي، د بالر د توپ اچونې مطابق، نو امکان شته چې د غټ شاټونو پسې ولاړ سي او وړه غلطي هم بیټسمین وکړي او خپله وکټ د لاسه ورکړي. ځکه دا وخت وکټ ډېره اړینه ده د امو نهنګانو ته، د وزیرزمي ساینک اتلانو تر دا مهاله پورې ښه توپانه پیل کړې ده، هېڅ یو وکټ یې د لاسه نه ده ورکړې. دواړه پرانیزګر توپونکي ولاړ دي په کریس باندې، په 41 توپونو باندې 9 منډې ورته پکار دي.
از یک طرف اگه ببینیم از طرف وزیرزمین ساینک نایت بالرها بسیار خوب بالینگ کردن، همه بالرها اقتصادی بالینگ کردن. دولت زدران 3 ویکت هم گرفت، فقط 14 دوش داده بود در 4 اوور. مسابقات 20 اوره ویکت مهم نیست و قدری که دوش نتی خوب. این هم شارت مقبول، در نتیجه توانش 4 دوش بگیره. شما تکرارش هم میبینین. فکر کنم هیچ دبیت تماس نداشته بال، فاصله بین بال و بیت بود. از قدم ها استفاده کرد، بال ده هواست، فیلدر هم موجود است. 1 دوش دیگه آهسته آهسته هم به هدف خود نزدیک میرسانند. فقط 33 دوش مانده، 39 توپ.
شارټ هډمن پوینټ کور باندې په سرکل کې هاف سایډ باندې دننه په سرکل کې 3 ډګر ساتونکي ولاړ دي او توپ یې ولوباو د ډیپ سکویر لیګ په لوري باندې. ډېر په ډاډه زړه سره توپانه دواړه بیټسمینان ترسره کوي، ځکه چې هدف دومره غټ نه ده، ټارګټ دومره غټ نه ده او په اسانۍ سره کولی شي چې دغه هدف ته ځان ورسوي. د وزیرزمي ساینک اتلان نننۍ بریا هم خپله کړي.
موقعیت باز هم پیدل سویپ اما بال سعید بید نمی آید و صرف به خاطر یک دوش و احمد شاه درانی لیت کرد بهترین شارت از سرعت بال استفاده میکنه فقط صرف رخ بیته برای بال نشان میده همون سرعتی که بال داشت ترمین هم داخل سرکل بود از او خاطر بسیار با آسانی تواند 4 دوشه بگیره 14 اوور هم با پایان میرسه
ناصر تو تخیل تر تا مهاله پورې 3 اوور تر سره کړي دي 18 منډې ورکړي دي کوم وکټ نه در ترلاسه کړي او نندارچان ګڼه ګوڼه ملي بیرغونه په لاسونو کې واقعا هم چې افغانستان ولس چې د هغه د کرکټ سره د ورزش سره څومره زیاته مینه لري بې کچې مینه لري دا ما تاسو په لوبغالي کې دا ننداره شاټ او کیچ آوټ ښکلی کیچ واقعا هم چې د یامین احمدزي له لوري څخه دغه کیچ ترسره شو
بله یقینا بال کمی پشت سر پیچ شده بود میخواست از زمین استفاده کنه تا 6 دوشه به دست بیاره اما بال سعید میدل نمیشه و مستقیم انستا یمین احمدزی احسان جنت بود که 40 دوش کرده بوده 44 توپ 85 دوش و یک بازیکن خود از دست داده
نوی بیټسمن سکندر رضا بټ کریس ته راغی او د زیمبابوې هیواد سره د ده تعلق ده تکړه آلراونډر ده
Easy, Maisi. Well ball, Nasir. Nasir bowling, Nasir.
ناصر تو تاخل توانست که یک ویکت هم در مسابقه زان خود کنه تا حال خوب بال بهترین بال خاطر یک دوش خوب درو احسان جنت بود که 40 دوش کرد در 44 توپ خوب پارتنرشپ کردن دوشایی که به تیم ضرورت بود میکرد این هم 7 میچ کرده و 71 دوش کرده استرایک ریتش 104 اوریج اوسط دوشایی که جور کرده 11 خوب بال خاطر یک دوش آهسته آهسته هم به هدف نزدیک میشه تیم وزیرزای مساینک نایت
ناصر تو تاخل سیبانډا توپ لوړ د ګورو چې یامین احمدزی په کیچ بریالی کیږي او ښکلی کیچ په زړه پورې کیچ رننګ کیچ د یامین احمدزي له لوري څخه واقعا هم چې ملنګان پوزیشن باندې ولاړ و او یو ښایسته کیچ یې ترسره کړ د سیبانډا پاڼۍ ته هم د پای ټکی کښېښود
بله یقینا
کیچونه میچونه ګټي ښه کیچونه او ښه ډګر ساتنه د امو نهنګانو د بریا سبب کېدلی سي
بال که قبلی به احسان جنت کرد همو بال بود محمد نبی وارد میدان شما میبینید که شایقینی که داخل میدان آمده تیم مورد پسند خود تشویق میکنن واقعیت که امروز بسیار تو داخل 20 دوش داده 2 بازیکن سوختانده بسیار خوب به خوب انداز بیت انداخت و در نتیجه 1 دوش دگام این هم 15 اوور به پایان میرسه 88 دوش و 2 بازیکن خود از دست داده ناصر تو داخل 4 اوور کرده 21 دوش داده و 2 بازیکن سوختانده اقتصادی تمام شده خوب بالنگ کرده همانند مسابقه دیگه نبی 24 میچ کرده 681 دوش جور کرده استرایک ریتش بسیار بهترین است 181 است اوریج اوسط دوشایی که جور کرده 32 و بهترین دوشایی که جور کرده مسابقه 80 است
نگاروا د اکیډمي څخه توپ ولوباوه او ډېر په چټکۍ سره دغه منډه ترلاسه کړه ډګر ساتونکي عبدالرزاق ونه کولی سوی چې دغه توپ یې نیولی وي که چېرته چټکه ډګر ساتنه سوې وی نو امکان یې نه درلود چې دومره په اساني سره د دواړه بیټسمنان هغه منډه ترلاسه کړې وه. سټرایک باندې بیا هم محمد نبی ساخیل لومړی توپ لوبوي.
خوب بال به شکل دفاعی بال دفاع کرد طرف پوینت. فیلدر هیچ اجازه نداد تا دوش را جور کنه.
ولوباو لانګان باندې یوازې یوه منډه راځي ځکه محمد نبی ساخیل هم نه غواړي چې وکټ زر تر زره د لاسه ورکړي ځکه وکټ ډېرې دي ترورستي اوره ترورستي توپه پورې پرېکړه نشي کولی.
خوب بال خوب شات طرف دیپ مید ویکت و صرف به خاطر یک دوش 91 دوش هم تکمیل شد. دو بازیکن خود از دست داده. دو مسابقه بسیار جذاب و دیدنی داریم. واید بال خوب کوشش از طرف افسر زازی. ببینیم کشاری امپایر چی است. فکر کنم بید بود. فردا هم ساعت 9:15 مسابقه نوم بین
سټرایک باندې سکندر رضا کټه کټ ښکلی کټ شاټ د سکندر رضا له لوري د تھرډ مین ډګر ساتونکی یامین احمدزی ډېر په چټکۍ سره راغی او ښکلی رننګ بټوین د وکټ د دواړو بیټسمینانو محمد نبی ساخیل او سکندر رضا تر مابین 14 اووره پای ته ورسېدل. دوه نوي منډې 2 وکټې د وزیرزي عینک اتلانو د لاسه ورکړې.
Well, there it is there. They only need 18 from 24 balls, but I've seen games lost from here. Just when you try to fiddle it, then all of a sudden a good over here and a couple of quick wickets, things change. 2 new batsmen at the crease, 2 new commentators in the booth. Alistair Campbell, Dean Jones with you. Well, that's Ashraf, he's a KG1. You've got to stop the singles somehow. The cover and the mid-wickets. Oh, there's that inside edge. That's the one they've got to stop. Alistair, that type of single.
18 of 24. Yeah, you're so right. I think they have to stop. They'd have to get guys in really tight in the circle. There's that inside edge. No inside edge. It would have been absolutely plumb. So it saves him. Now then. Sikander Raza on strike.
Why do I feel it's going to rain? Alistair?
Yes,
It's
yes,
really gloomy here. This is what we want. This is the type of fielding they need.
Yeah, tight in the circle, not allowing any easy singles. They have to be in really close and attack the ball. There we go, great stuff.
Gee, it's just bizarre conditions we've got here. We've got a 35-knot breeze coming in from the southeast. Dust flying around everywhere. And they're trying to find a boundary and they can't get one. Oh, that's a bit of a weird... He's just panicked there a bit, the youngster. Just cool your shoes there. 16 from 21. They need a couple of wickets, obviously, and that's what's got to happen here. But 2 experienced players in, Nabi and Sikander. Just a couple of big hits here and we'll just about shut this game down and probably shut down S.5Amo chance to get into the playoffs.
It has stayed down this wicket big time. But they're only 96 for 2 and they started off very sedately, but this is what's happened a lot. And it's just a slower ball, good change of pace, good variation, but no bounce. Certainly not a 111 wicket, but certainly also not a 180, 190 wicket.
No, they won't be playing on this tomorrow, I don't think. Here's the Yorker just over the mid-wicket fieldsman there. They'll come back for 2. Good scampering, good running, good cricket.
Yeah, he's a little whippet. Sikandar Raza knew he was coming back to the danger end, therefore was backing up and ran the first one quickly. Quick turn, watch him here. There we go. As soon as it's done, he's down. And he knows very well that he can get back for 2, put the fielder under pressure, made it back comfortably in the end.
Big hit. Now, against the breeze, has he got all of it? Oh, yes, he has. Shpageeza.
That's a beauty, absolute beauty. In the gloom here in Kabul, he smoked one into the stands. Really good stroke, there it is. Full flow of the willow. And it's gone a long, long way. All the man at mid-off can do is watch it sail into the crowd. He can hit it a long way, can Mohammad Nabi, and he knows there that he's got all of it. There we go, straight away he knows. Just admiring the swing. Excellent stroke, 104 for 2.
Well, he's just got a magnificent bat playing. Mohammad Nabi does a brilliant 6 now. Sikandar Raza just to deal the last rights here. Well, the last rights really for the Shpageeza Cricket League 5th edition for the S.5Amo Sharks. They're in all sorts of trouble. Pulls it away there, and that's a big one. Another big one. It's raining 6s here.
He had no intention of keeping this down and hitting it for 4, Sikandar Raza. He had every intention of getting up and under it, right out the middle of the bat. What a shot that is. Muscled over square leg.
Threw himself off his feet. He's hit that ball. It's an amazing shot, and he's off the ground. Geez, I hope some photographer got a picture of that with his both feet off the ground. That's amazing. Well, the crowd have really enjoyed it here. They've had a really good day's playing. We do appreciate them coming along and watching the cricket after a little incident yesterday. We've almost had a full house in here. And now just a couple of runs away and win this game.
11 of 7 for Mohammad Nabi, including one towering 6 over mid-off, and Sikandar Raza 13 of 9. Yeah, they finished it very nicely here for the Wazirzai Misse Ainak Knights. They carry on their merry way. They're progressing very nicely into the playoffs. And as Dean Jones mentioned, the S.5Amo Sharks, well, they are going to be contesting the basement battle.
Well, they'll get one here. And that'll tie things up here for this match 8 of day 4 of the Alakazay Kola Shpageeza Cricket League here. And here is no doubt that the Wazirzai Miss Ainak Knights are going to win this match here and get their second win. And they're just going along under the radar at the moment. Everyone's talking about the top 2 teams, but this team is a pretty well-run unit. The coach, Andy Moles. There it is. What a win that is. So that'll wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. So handshakes all round on a difficult pitch, a difficult day for the Amo Sharks, and they've won this game pretty easily.
Yeah, it was a difficult wicket, but definitely not a 111 wicket, as was proved by the Knights' run chase. They win by 8 wickets in the end, pretty comfortably, but just not enough runs after winning the toss and batting first. Mirwais Ashraf, the captain of the S.5Amo Sharks, well, he'll rue the fact that his batsmen never got to grips with the conditions, never took advantage of the early overs, and they were playing catch-up from there on in. not able to post anything that would challenge the Knights in the end. Roundabout what happened in the morning would have been more the order of the day, round about 150, 160. But it's been a big crowd in, and they have witnessed some very, very good cricket from the Mr. Ainak Knights. They've been very clinical today. He lost the toss, Mohammed Nabi. The bowlers and fielders were really good. Put the Sharks under the pump early on, and chasing 111. They've done it, no mess, no fuss.
Yeah, polished performance. I am really impressed the way the Knights have gone about their work here. So it started off, well, they did the right thing, I thought, to bat first, the Amo Sharks, but unfortunately wasn't able to get a decent enough total. And what it is, folks, it's about the top four doing the business, getting most of the runs. Sabanda, 42, played really well. Isanula, he is a very good player, 40 off 44, made it so easy for the middle order to do their job. Raza and Nabi, they're finishing it off. Just 4 extras there, but they've won this game easily, which will help their run rate there. So really, the only bowler there is Totikil, 2 for 21. I thought he was great. Ashraf was good, no wicket for 13, but unfortunately they couldn't penetrate to get wickets, and unfortunately they paid for the price dearly. So there it is, 112 for 2. And there it is there. The Knights winning this game easily by 8 wickets, as you can see there, and with 16 balls to spare. So I wonder what that will do with the points table, Alistair. Let's go. Here we go. Top 3 boys now. Kabul Eagles, the Knights are up there, and they've got a good net run rate. Tigers will be disappointed with today. They've got their net run rate down, which is minus 1.15. You want to be in the top 2, folks, because that gives you a second chance to make, if you lose in the first final. But Amo Sharks right down the bottom, and they haven't got a win yet with 2 games to go. Even if they win 2 games, I don't think they'll make the finals.
Yeah, it seems a battle between the Bande Amir Dragons and the Boost Defenders for that last position. And funnily enough, they are going to contest the first game tomorrow morning. The Boost lose, they're out. And the Dragons win, they continue on their merry way. It's going to be a heck of a contest, that, because it has such bearing on this tournament. That game tomorrow, and the second game will be the Shpageeza Tigers against the Kabul Eagles. But there's match 9. That's tomorrow, live at 9 o'clock. And the Arif Azim Boost Defenders against the Paragon Dragons. And yeah, it'll be a heck of a contest insofar as this tournament is concerned. And then the Muslim Yar Shpageeza Knights against the GP Kabul Eagles. And well, that's going to be a heck of a contest as well, because the Kabul side are looking very, very good, and Shpageeza, well, they're top 2 at the moment, so whoever wins that game gets the bragging rights to be top of the table for a while.